Welcome everybody to the simulcast. And tonight, for the first time ever, as you can see the phone here, we are simulcasting on YouTube, Twitch, Facebook, X, and TikTok separately on my cell phone. Tonight, we are going to announce the giveaway winners for the big Bugout bag giveaway. The main winner is going to win everything in the Bugout bag that you guys have been looking at on social media, all the videos we've had out lately. A ton of gear, shelter, fire, water, food, signaling, land nav, even some Bofang ham radios for communication, an entire set of Faraday bags, which is by itself a $230 value, in a backpack that is the 511 Rush 72, which is a really good size pack. I would say I'd be a little careful because I'm on TikTok. I can't give out links or anything like that, but I don't care about that. TikTok, you give me violations if you want. I'm here for everybody, for every platform who may or may not be watching. If you're part of the giveaway, hopefully you're watching this live because we are going to announce the winner live tonight, very shortly. And don't worry, I'm not going to show any videos or go off on any crazy diatribes before I announce who the winners are. What I'm going to do, and I've been kind of going back and forth on how I'm going to do this because I can't show people's email addresses. That would be an invasion of your privacy and your privacy. I got too many cameras to look at now between being live on my phone as well as a simulcast. Hopefully you guys on TikTok can hear me decent. Obviously, I don't have my good mic set up to TikTok. I only have it set up to the simulcast. So if you want to hear better audio, go to either YouTube, Facebook, X, or Twitch, and you will hear much better audio for this live stream. So the way I'm going to do it is, and I've really tossed this back and forth, I'm going to pull up display capture, show you my screen, which TikTok, sorry, you're not going to be able to see it live unless you go to YouTube, Facebook, X, or Twitch. And then I'm going to show you that I haven't picked a winner, but I can click the button once I come back. But if I click the button, it'll start showing everyone's email and everyone's info. So I'm going to tell you who the winners are once the winners have been chosen, but you're clearly going to see that we haven't triggered the software yet to show that we have picked a winner. Jonathan Dixon, this giveaway has been going on for about 5 weeks. The last chance to enter the giveaway, I think, was Monday at 12:30 a.m. Sunday was really the last day. I thought it went till midnight Eastern Standard Time, but I think it went till 12:30. So the main winner will win everything, including our new pace planning book, as well as the film with EJ that we filmed with EJ Snyder from Naked and Afraid, Ultimate Bugging and Home Defense. That's about a 3.5 to 4 hour film. And then 9 other winners will also win our pace planning book as well as the film, which those two together is about $125 value. David Werner, must the winners be here in order to collect? No. The winners do not have to be part of the live to be able to win. What they need to make sure is that when we've been emailing updates throughout the giveaway, that they didn't click spam or that they didn't unsubscribe, because we will have no way to email you, and we're not going to reach out to you guys any other way than by email. So if you unsubscribed, you're going to be out of luck, unfortunately. After the giveaway is over, I'll send out an email tomorrow just to say, hey, here are the winners. Thanks for joining the giveaway. Thanks for being on the list. And if you don't want to be on the list any longer, scroll to the bottom and you can unsubscribe. It would be awesome if you guys didn't click spam because if you don't win, because that can hurt our email ratings. Just click unsubscribe. If you don't want to be on the email list after this giveaway is over, that's completely cool. We get it. You guys probably get a ton of emails from a bunch of different companies. If you signed up for this giveaway, you are not on anyone's email list but Survival Summits. We had no partners. We don't ever share your emails. It'll never happen. So, again, welcome TikTok to being part of our simulcast stream, which has never happened before. We've never done these together. One's on my laptop with a OSB bot camera, and the other one is on my phone. How many entries were there? Sorry, I read his username. His username is Turd Burglar. There were, actually, let me look just so I don't give you bad info. I want to say it was a little over, whoops, hold on. I got to flip off this screen scroll this down because I have another Google window open and protecting people's actual email addresses. There were a little over 3,000. And as far as entries, I think the entries were less than 20,000 total. So it's actually, you have a pretty good chance of winning, especially if you have a bunch of entries. I mean, it's still like 3,150, I think is the number. There's still quite a few people who did join the giveaway. But some giveaways, there's like 20,000, 50,000. There's a lot. And I think you could see the entries. If you go to the giveaway page, if you still have it saved on your browser, I believe it tells you the total amount of entries. I want to say it was around 20,000. I don't think it was more than 23 or 24,000 at the max. I'm pretty sure. So that's it. That's all there was. Nothing crazy. Unfortunately, again, TikTok, you're not going to be able to see me do this live unless you jump on YouTube, Twitch, X, or Facebook. Then you can see it live. This live will also be available after the live stream is over. So you'll be able to look at the things that happened on any of those platforms after the fact. So the other thing that I wanted to mention, let me just go through these chats real quick. Don't worry, we are going to announce the giveaway winner momentarily. Just kind of getting you guys ready for it. There's some more people that are jumping on from all the different platforms, so I'm just going to probably do it in a few minutes. Heather Lee says, good evening. She ate early so she could be in attendance. Vinny says, let's go, City Man. It's me. Jonathan Dixon, hey, what's up? Hello from Tavi, JTGFJ, or GFY, sorry about that. TikTok's going to be harder because I can't look at both screens and everyone's going by so fast. There's a lot of different people kind of coming in and out. Authentic Biker, Salvador Aguilar, Nate Deal, Pocket Flamethrowers. Welcome everybody. All right, so I'm going to do the screen share now, and I'm going to show you that we have not hit the winner click button yet. Let me make sure I do this right. I got to hit display capture. You should be able to see my screen now with all the comments. Then I'm going to do this. Now I have this covered up where you see, right there, 357 entries. And then 2025 Bug Out Bag giveaway. All I have to do is, see, I can't click this button right now because if I do, this other Google screen will go away. I couldn't figure out a better way to do this, and it'll start showing like the first 8 or 9 people's email addresses. So I don't want to do that. But all I have to do is pick this, and it'll say choose how many winners. I'll choose 10. Let me get back to Streamlabs, get off display capture. Once I pick that, whoever lands in the number 1 spot on that list is going to be the main winner. I might be able to shrink up that Google screen and show the names, but not the email addresses. Some people didn't put their last name, so if it's just a first name, I might give you like a hint as to what the email is, and of course, I'm definitely going to email the actual winners directly and let you know. Now remember, if you read the giveaway rules, which hopefully you did read the giveaway rules, you have 5 days to respond to the email. If we do not hear from you in 5 days, we have to pick whoever was number 2 as the main grand prize winner. And then we'll have to pick another person to be part of the 9 that won the book and the film. So please, answer your emails. You get about a 50% open rate with emails. So I'm going to send the winners emails from my regular either info at or jesse at thesurvivalsummit.com to make sure that it's not coming from our email platform, so there's a better chance that you're going to see it, but it's your responsibility. 100% your responsibility to check your email and check your spam folder and make sure your email is set up properly. I know in the last few weeks I've gotten a lot of soft bounces back from our email system, Klaviyo, where people's inboxes were full. There was a lot of people that had issues, probably 60 people that had issues with their inbox. So that's why I'm not going to send the winner's notification through Klaviyo, but I am going to send it through a Survival Summit email. So you have to be on the list in order for that to happen. Chuck B says, greetings from the Buckeye State. David Werner says, can we do drawing next week? So Tavi has a chance to enter. Sorry, we've gone way too long. This is like I think it was 5 weeks for this giveaway. Herbert T. Outdoors says 23,263 entries total. So I was close. I thought it was closer to 20, But maybe there was a push on the last day and a few thousand had got... but that's only 3,157 people, but obviously the entries are what actually count. So thank you guys for that. Am I really the only one here on Twitch? Probably. Twitch is a new channel for us, so there's not a lot of people that are coming here from Twitch. It is not happening that much. Most of the people are coming from YouTube, Facebook, X, actually, formerly known as Twitter. A lot of people are on this stream from X. And for the first time tonight, we're doing also TikTok on the phone as well. Hello, TikTok. Let's see. Yep, Almighty says 10 winners. So one winner is winning the main. Catholic Traditionalist says, you look like an actor from the movie Red Dawn. Well, I don't know which one you mean, but it wasn't a good-looking one. Maybe it was one that had a nice voice, but that's about it. JK Survival Bushcraft, hello from Ohio. Hey, how's it going? Sorry, Tabby. Tabby says just about 24 more hours so I can enter just once. I'm sorry. It ended Monday at like 12:30 in the morning. I don't remember when we started it exactly, but I'm pretty sure it was at least 5 weeks ago. Jack Laster says, what's up from Tennessee? Vinny says, Buckeyes with a puke. Go blue. Yeah, Tabby, you can get into the next one. We usually run the bigger ones once or twice a year, but throughout the year, occasionally we'll do smaller giveaways either on TikTok or, we could end up, now that we're simulcasting on all the platforms, we may end up doing them live. It might be easier. So I'm just going to scroll up through TikTok, make sure I didn't miss any comments. It's not going to be easy because it's on my phone. All right, we're getting ready to do it. Is everybody ready? You got to be ready by now. I didn't want to stretch this out. It's only we're 13 minutes into the stream, but I think we're getting ready to pick the winner. Well, if you're not ready, I am ready. So we're going to do this. Woo, why am I nervous? Why am I nervous about picking the winner? I'm just clicking a button and then announcing who they are. I don't know why I'm nervous about that, but I am a little bit nervous about that. Not going to lie. All right. I got to flip off this screen. I'm not going to be able to see your comments until I get the screen back up. And then, all right. So I am on the screen. I'm clicking the button to pick winners. It says how many. I want 10. 10 total. Choose winners now. I'm about to hit the button, people. Choose winners now. I don't know why I'm nervous about this. I'm running the giveaway. I'm not like part of the giveaway. All right, I hit the button. Just going to take a little time because it's a little slow. All right, let's make sure these are all on there. All right, now let me see if I can cover this up. We have the number one winner who's at the top, and then we have 9 other winners under the first one that was picked. So I'm going to pick this Google and see if I can do a screen share, but pull this sideways so I'm not showing people's email addresses. Whoops. No, hold on. I just clicked a button that I shouldn't have. What did I just do? Make sure I didn't hit anything crazy. What is happening? Hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. All right. I think I accidentally clicked someone's name. And I may have accidentally disqualified them, but I'm going to show you who they are because they are still a winner. Let me just make sure the count is correct. I clicked the wrong button. That was number 10, by the way. So the one that I accidentally disqualified was winning a book and a film. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah. All right. So I know who it is. All right. Let me get this window up, and then I will share the screen. And I will show you. So when you look at this screen, you're going to be looking at the top to the bottom. I kind of want to cover the people who just missed it because I don't want you to know that you just missed it. That could be a little awkward, so I'm going to do that. Hold on. I swear I'm not trying to stretch this out. There are 3 people who didn't give a last name, which is unfortunate. And actually, the person who won the top prize only had 1 entry. The person who was number 2 also only had 1 entry, and there was a bunch that had 300. I'll show you. Hold on a second. All right, let's see. Let me go back to display capture. TikTok, last chance to go to either YouTube or Facebook or X or Twitch if you want to see this list live, or you can watch it again after the fact. All right, what am I doing here? Display capture. Shrink that screen down. All right, the first grand prize winner is Chris Newman. Chris Newman, I don't know if you're on here or not, but congratulations. Number 2 is Ryan. I'll have to email them because they did not put a last name. Number 3 is Cody McDougal. Number 4 is Lee Shaver. Number 5 is David Friedman. Number 6 is Charles Harmon. And then number 7 is Lacey, no last name. Number 8 is Jason Arnett. And Ingram. There's 2 more. Ingram is number 9, no last name. And Jared Dorland is number 10. You can see the entries they had. You can see exactly when they created, when they signed up. The grand prize winner, again, is Chris Newman. And that is, he signed up March 3rd at 2:30, 2:11 in the morning. All right, let me go back so I can not share this screen anymore. All right, no more display capture. So congratulations to the winners. I'm going to go back and see if I can give some hints on the winners that didn't have their last name. All right, so let's see. So the second place winner was Ryan, and his email was Snydermeyer, but I'm not going to tell you at what. Another one was Lacey. That's Lacey Bray, I believe. It's part of her email. It's not her entire email address. I'm not going to tell you that. Ingram is Hugest something. That's their email. And the rest of them have last names. So those are the winners. I'm going to email all of the winners tonight to make sure that you see, well, hopefully you see the email. And if the first grand prize winner does not answer within 5 days, which is really because it's 7:18 p.m. Eastern Standard Time tonight, so that 5 days is going to start tomorrow, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So by Monday, if I do not hear from the winners back by Monday, I will be flipping the grand prize to whoever's in the number 2 spot. And let me just look again to make sure I know who that is. That is Ryan without the last name. And if he doesn't respond, it'll be Cody McDougal who wins the grand prize, and so on and so forth. And then we'll pick other winners under them for anybody else who may not respond. Or for some of the books, yeah, we're just going to do that. Originally, I was going to flip the books and the films back into another giveaway, but we're just going to keep picking people until everybody gets picked. That's just the way we're going to do it. I don't think it would be right to do it any other way. So I'm assuming the grand prize winner is not watching right now, so he still has no idea that he won. Unless he's watching and he fell off his chair because he was too excited. You know what? I shouldn't even assume. Chris Newman, I'm assuming that's a dude. It might not be. Might be a female. Anyway. All right, so hey, listen, congratulations. You know, we'll probably run another one of these bigger giveaways when it gets a little bit closer to the holidays, like Christmas or something like that. Otherwise, we'll run some smaller giveaways. And if you're on the email list, I'd encourage you to stay on the email list. You're not going to get that many emails. We're going to send out blogs. Occasionally, we'll put together some PDFs, send you out some free PDFs. If you guys get a chance, you can go on Amazon, or you can go on the TikTok shop for the TikTokers. I think I attached this book, Pace Planning, Your Guide to Emergency Preparedness and Bugout Strategies, to the TikTok shop, where we have the book now. Or you can get it on Amazon for anybody else who doesn't want to get it on the TikTok shop. All right. Again, congratulations. One more time, I'll go through the names. The grand prize winner is Chris Newman. The other 9 winners, Ryan, Cody McDougal, Lee Shaver, David Friedman, Charles Harmon, Lacey, Jason Arnett, and Ingram. Also to keep in mind, and it was in the giveaway rules, and I think I put it in a couple different places, if you are not from the United States, you still have to give us a U.S. shipping address. We do not ship overseas to any country unless you are on a military base. If you're on a military base, that's still considered U.S. mail. We will ship to you in another country if you're on a military base. But if you are not, you must provide a U.S. address, whether that's a reshipping service of some kind or a relative or family that you have in the United States. and then they can go through and deal with all the tariffs, and they can go through and deal with all the harmonization codes for a million different products if you're the grand prize winner. Hopefully the grand prize winner is not from outside of the U.S. because that's going to be a pain for you to get it out. And you still got to get us the U.S. address within 5 days. So if you are from out of the country, best of luck to you. Hopefully you can make it happen. That was a terrible attempt at an accent. Anyway, so tonight, that's pretty much going to wrap it up. I didn't really have anything planned for tonight other than announcing the giveaway winners. If you guys have any questions or you want to pop anything in the chat, you can do that. I'll stick around for a little bit. If not, probably not going to stick around because I didn't make any notes. I didn't have any plans to talk about anything else. At first, I was like, you know what? Let me go over a subject and then get into the winners. But then I was like, no. I don't want that to be like a weird, make people wait forever. So I chose not to do that, and I chose not to pick a topic. David Werner says, thanks for the giveaway, Jesse. I appreciate all you do. Congratulations to the winner. Yes, and I definitely have to start emailing the winners tonight to make sure they know. And when I email them, I'll make sure I get their social media handles because I want to make sure I tag them on social media. Because every once in a while, somebody from a giveaway will be like, hey, nobody from social media, we don't even know who that winner was. The winner was fake. The winner wasn't real. I hate it when people do that. It's really, I get it. People want to be suspicious. That's fine. So we're going to make you send us your social media handles if you want. Probably not going to care that much about your social media handles. I'd love to tag everybody, including the 9 winners who won the book and the film. But I definitely need to tag, at least on Facebook or Instagram, one of the bigger platforms, whoever won the grand prize. I got to look again because I forgot his name. Chris Newman. So Chris Newman, I am going to need your social media handle so I can tag you. And I don't think we put it in the rules. I'm not going to force you, but we really would like it if you took some pictures after you got the gear and maybe a video and put that on social media and tag Survival Summit. That would be awesome. Yes, Greg Bryson says, don't forget to give a thumbs up and help support the channel. If you're on YouTube, like and subscribe. If you're on Facebook, make sure you follow us. If you're on X, follow us on X. That channel's growing slowly. Somehow we get more viewers sometimes on X on this live stream than anywhere else, which doesn't make any sense because it's our smallest platform with like 1,600 people. Facebook is over 136,000, but we don't get that many people on the live from Facebook. It's mainly YouTube and X for the most part. And Twitch, our lone Twitch guy who is in here, I think the most we've had on Twitch so far is a couple. Our older Twitch channel, we had a lot more, but that was quite a few years ago. On TikTok, I really don't stream on TikTok anymore. I only did tonight because of the giveaway. So not saying I'm not coming back TikTok because I will be back. And I will be streaming again, but the simulcast is every Tuesday and every Thursday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So this Thursday, we will have another live stream. I don't have a topic yet, but as soon as I do, I'll usually pop it in the Discord server. If you guys want to join our Discord, I have to look. I'm pretty sure that link is in our bio on pretty much every social media channel, but let me take a look to be sure. I don't want to give you bad information. Just remember, we've had a large amount of people who have joined our Survival Summit Discord, and you get an automatic prompt that says, go to the rules section and just type agree. And a lot of people didn't do it. So I sent them, we had to kick them from the server and send a message that says, please sign up again and make sure that within the same day you agree to the rules. But I think a lot of people only joined Discord because it was part of the giveaway and you could get extra entries, and they probably never actually went into Discord and did much with it. So they may have never seen that they had to agree to the rules. But let's see. Yep, join our Discord is in the link in our bio. So if you want to join the Discord server, which of course is free, EJ Snyder is also from Naked and Afraid is also in the Discord. He's only been in there I think once, but he has his own channel, so you can tag him. You can @, him and ask him any questions about the show or whatever else. Let's see. Mark Hill, the Discord is not here. You got to scroll down a little bit under the bio link is basically highpage/Survival Summit or something to that effect. It's basically a link tree, but it's a slightly different version. and it is definitely in there. If something is wrong with the link, let me know. I think it's still active. If it's not, I can go back in and put in a brand new link. So, hey, listen, seriously, thanks for coming out. I appreciate it. And thank you for sticking with us. Mel says, hey, Jesse, haven't been here for a minute. That's all right, Mel. I think I had a lot going on at work, and I think I was not streaming for a week and a half, maybe almost 2 weeks, until last week. I think last Thursday is when we came back. I don't remember. But we will be back this Thursday. And we should be back next Tuesday. There's a lot going on a project right now. So maybe next Thursday we won't be back, but we'll be back this Thursday, and we'll be back the following Tuesday, but probably not the Thursday after that. It depends on how things go. I may not have the time. All right. I'm going to stick with you guys on the simulcast for a couple more minutes. TikTok, I'm going to be ditching you guys now and saying goodnight. Thank you for stopping by. If anybody put any gifts or anything in there, I'm sorry if I missed them. But I will see you guys again. All right, let's see. And maybe, what's tomorrow, Wednesday? TikTok. Maybe tomorrow I'll come back and live stream on TikTok specifically and only TikTok. All right, take it easy. I got to remember how to do this. Simulcast, X, YouTube, Facebook, and Twitch. I'm going to stay here for a couple more minutes. As soon as I figure out how to turn off this live on TikTok. Where did the button go? How is this even a thing? Have I just not done this in a while? Oh, here we go. End the live. All right. So I'm still here with you guys, but I ended the TikTok live. And again, if you want to check out the book, I will scroll into it. I love this camera because I can hit this button and then boom. And if you guys are looking for a really, really good audio interface, this one right here, this is the Focusrite Scarlett 2i2. This is amazing. I love this. And we don't have anything going on with these guys. We have no deal. We're not an affiliate or anything, but I've been through a couple different audio interfaces, but the Scarlett, it's really amazing. You don't need the 2i2. You can do a standard where you just have one microphone. But with this one, I can plug in two microphones, or I can plug in a microphone and a guitar. I can plug in at least two different things, and it's really good. I mean, the audio is pretty damn good. And this is a Shure MV7. It's not the Shure MV7 DB, which is a better mic. I think the DB is the one that Joe Rogan uses. But it's a little more expensive than this one, and I've had this one for a while, and this one seems to work great. So if you're looking for a good mic, the Shure MV7 or the new MV7 DB, and I think there's a third version that has a pre-mic built into it. I don't really need the pre-mic because I have the audio interface, but I think the one with the pre-mic really goes well with the audio interface as well. So eventually I may get that, but I may not. All right, Mark Hill says he found it in Hightree. It's HighPage, but everyone thinks Linktree, and then we used HighPage instead of Linktree because I don't remember why we did that. But everybody else seems to use Linktree. HighPage is like a different version of Linktree. I kind of like it a little bit better, but I don't know. My webmaster set it up. So I wasn't going to argue whether it was Linktree or HighPage. They're all the same, basically. I wish I could personalize it a little bit more to say like Survival Summit main bio link or something to that effect, but I'm not sure if I can do that or not. This camera's a little jumpy right now. I might have hit... I was messing with some settings with it earlier. Let's see. I'm not going to mess with it now. I think I had like anti-flicker, and I might have turned it off because I wasn't sure if it was doing anything, but I actually think it was working, and then I turned it off. So what are you going to do? Still a little new to this camera. I shouldn't be. I mean, I've used it enough lately. So again, congratulations to the main winner, Chris Newman. And I'm going to get off in a minute here, and I'm going to make sure I email him right away. All right. If nobody has any more questions or anything you want to talk about, I think I'm going to float so I can start sending these emails out to the winners. Again, thank you for joining the giveaway. And again, don't be afraid. If you don't want to be on the email list anymore, either find the last email and just go to the bottom and unsubscribe, or I'll probably send an email out tomorrow to give everyone a chance to unsubscribe. I realize a lot of people probably joined only for the giveaway and they really don't care about being on the email list, so it's going to be perfectly fine if you want to unsubscribe. I don't really send that many emails anyway. Email list is not that important. I don't do SMS. I can't stand SMS. It's super annoying. Herbert T. Outdoors. What kind of camera zooms and pans? So this camera is the OSB Bot. So OSB BOT Tiny 2. I'm going to put that name in the chat, actually. They just came out with a new one, too, but this one I think was only like $250. They came out with a new one that's like, it's supposed to be live video production capable. It's like $1,000. It's crazy. This one's good enough. I don't really need the other one. But eventually, who knows? I'll probably get it anyway. All right, so I just put the name of the camera in the chat. And, oh, you know what? I think I can show you. Oh, I can show you what this looks like. Hold on. Let me do a display capture. And let me pull this up. All right, so this right here. Hopefully you guys can see this. This is the OSB Bot Center. This is like, you can preset these. So if I hit normal, it'll go to whatever I have it set at normally. If I hit book, which is what I have it listed at, it'll zoom in on the book. And if I hit super, I have it preset to zoom in on my face. And then I can use this gimbal and I can push it around left to right, up and down. I can set all kinds of stuff with this. It's a really awesome setup. And for the money, you just can't beat it. I mean, I'm sure there's other. So I have a lot of the Nikon Z cameras. I have a Nikon Z8 that's like my main filming camera, and I have a Nikon Z6 II, and I barely even used either one of them. The problem with those is, and they're amazing cameras. I mean, that Z8 was probably, including the lens, it was like $5,000 for everything when I bought it. But using that to do live streams, I couldn't figure out how to get the stupid red eye to stop floating around in the video. It was a real pain to set up. I had to do everything through HDMI. I couldn't do Zoom. I could if I had a controller, but I just didn't want to get into that. That stuff's way too expensive for me to have to go out and buy extra parts and pieces to make it cool for a live stream. So, and then I found this OSB Bot camera, and I said, hey, man, for $250, this thing's amazing. And again, it does flicker a little. I got to turn the anti-flicker back off. But if you zoom in, sometimes it's a little bit better. But you can do 4K on this one. It's still a really good camera. I like it. And for just regular live streaming, nothing wrong with it. But I'll tell you, that Scarlett audio interface and the Shure MV7, it's such a really, really good setup if you're going to do podcasting or live streaming or anything like that. It's really awesome. I really need to change that flicker because, man, it's jumping right now. It's like jumping back and forth. It hasn't been this bad in quite a while. I might have too much going on right here, and it's trying to zoom because I think I switched it to face zoom instead of like global zoom. So I think it's trying to zoom in on all this stuff that's closer to the camera than I am. That's got to be what it is. Anyway, for anybody who's watching this after the live stream is over, this is going to be the most boring live stream if you weren't part of the giveaway because we didn't really talk about anything. So I apologize in advance if you actually sat through and watched this whole thing after it was already over. Don't know what to tell you. We'll be back on Thursday and we'll have an actual subject where we'll talk about something that might be actually important to you. All right, I'm going to head out. Thanks again, guys. I appreciate it. And thank you to my lone Twitch watcher. Maybe tell your friends, get some other people from Twitch. And who knows, maybe I'll start bringing people from TikTok on to some of the streams on my phone as well. I'm not sure if I want to do that, but I might not. All right. Thank you. Thank you very much. If you guys have any questions, you can always email me at Jesse, Jesse, at thesurvivalsummit.com. Or you can email info@thesurvivalsummit.com. Or you can go to the link in our bio, join our Discord, and you can tag Survival Summit and ask me any questions that you want within Discord. And sometimes I get on there. I haven't really been on there in the live like audio room. I have a couple times, but no one jumped in, and I have a lot going on, so it's not that easy for me to get in there all the time. Anyway, I'm going to stop talking now. Have a good night, and again, congratulations to the winners.